There's a hidden map guiding your choices in every retail store. It's not about roads, but desires, crafted by designers and psychologists. We enter with a list, but leave with full trolleys and lighter wallets. The environment is built to nudge us off course. We think we're exploring, but we're being led. If we're not in control, then who is? This strategy didn't start with a secret plan, but with a simple observation. Ingvar Kamprad, IKEA's founder, saw that customers were overwhelmed and disconnected from the products. Furniture was just wood and fabric, until he began arranging it in complete decorated room settings. Suddenly, a bed was the centerpiece of a cozy bedroom. A sofa, part of a relaxing living room. Shopping became about buying an idea, a feeling, a solution. Customers could see how pieces fit together and into their own lives. This tapped into our desire for order and belonging. IKEA wasn't just selling furniture, it was selling a vision of a better home. The store became a gallery of possible futures, inviting customers to wander, dream, and touch. Physical interaction created a sense of ownership before a single krona was spent. The initial goal was to help customers visualize, but the emotional connection led to more purchases, accessories, lamps, rugs. The store became a source of inspiration, and inspiration is hard to budget for. The path was set, but the maze was just beginning. The next evolution was the one-way path, a critical development. Instead of wandering freely, you're guided on a fixed route through every department. There are no shortcuts. To reach the kitchens, you pass the living rooms, then the bedrooms. This is deliberate. It maximizes your exposure to products and creates a sense of commitment. Once you're deep in the maze, turning back feels like failure. The path is slightly disorienting. Constant turns, no windows, a scale that makes you lose your bearings. This encourages exploration and discovery. You focus on what's in front of you, not your original goal. Each room is a chapter in a story. The young professional's apartment, the family's living space, the empty nester's retreat. You're not just looking at furniture, you're trying on different lives. This emotional engagement is powerful. It makes us feel understood. The winding path ensures we see every story they have to tell. By the end, you're tired, primed for the next stage. The journey is long, and by design, it wears you down. You're ready for a break. The feeling of confusion you experience is called the Gruen transfer. When a store's layout is intentionally confusing, shoppers forget their original mission and become more susceptible to impulse buys. IKEA's one-way path ensures you experience this fully. As you meander, your brain processes endless information. Colors, prices, room setups. Your original goal fades. Your attention is captured by clever displays and useful gadgets. These aren't planned purchases, they're reactions to the environment. The store is designed to induce this state, shifting you from logical to emotional shopping. The little tape measures and pencils are props, encouraging you to imagine these items in your own space. This act of participation deepens your connection and makes it harder to walk away empty-handed. The Gruen transfer is when the store's agenda overtakes your own. You stop following your list and start following your impulses. The environment has transformed you from a directed buyer into a wandering browser, and just when your focus is lost, the maze offers you a place to rest. After the winding path, the smell of coffee and Swedish meatballs signals the restaurant, a strategic oasis. The low food prices aren't just a perk, they're a psychological anchor. Scoring a cheap meal makes you feel smart, creating a positive association with the brand. This is the halo effect. If the food is great value, the furniture must be too. You're less critical of prices, your defenses lowered by a satisfying meal. The restaurant extends your time in the store. A tired, hungry shopper leaves, but a rested one keeps going. It's a calculated pause, resetting your stamina for the next phase, the market hall and warehouse. Other retailers see restaurants as distractions. IKEA sees them as essential tools for persuasion. The store gives you something of value, a meal, making you feel subtly indebted. You're more likely to repay this kindness by making a purchase. It's a brilliant fusion of hospitality and commerce. Now refueled and reassured, you're ready for the final act. The journey continues. Leaving the restaurant, you enter the market hall. Narrow aisles, shelves piled high with affordable items. This is impulse buy territory, kitchen gadgets, textiles, decorations, all within arm's reach. After being primed by the showrooms, you can now grab the smaller pieces of that dream life. Low prices make each purchase feel insignificant. The market hall operates on open wallet syndrome. Resistance to small purchases is low after committing to big ones. Large trolleys encourage you to fill the space. Each item is a small dopamine hit, a reward for your journey. Finally, you reach the self-serve warehouse, industrial, no frills, reinforcing the idea of saving money by doing the work yourself. Lifting the heavy box onto your trolley creates a sense of accomplishment and ownership. The IKEA effect. Why do we value what we assemble ourselves? This final act solidifies your commitment. You've navigated the maze, and your prize is a trolley full of flat-pack potential. You've followed the map perfectly from first turn to checkout. The IKEA system doesn't trick us, it understands us. It appeals to our deepest drivers, the need for comfort, the desire for a better life, the satisfaction of solving problems. The maze is both physical and emotional. It starts with aspiration in the showrooms, presenting idealized versions of our lives. The winding path tires us out, inducing the Gruen transfer and making us open to suggestion. Cheap food acts as a psychological reward, creating goodwill we transfer to the products. We feel cared for, our guard lowered. The flat pack model gives us a role. Assembling furniture creates attachment and pride. The IKEA effect means we value what we build ourselves. Shopping becomes an adventure, not a chore. We're guided through a narrative that makes us the hero of our own domestic story. The store provides the setting and the script. We play our part, usually by buying more than planned. It's a near-perfect machine for turning inspiration into transaction. The biggest winner is IKEA, now a global giant. The maze strategy drives higher spending per customer, maximizing profit through psychological insight. But customers gain two well-designed, affordable furniture, inspiration, and a sense of accomplishment. There's a trade-off. We spend more, but often feel we've received good value. The true cost is subtler, a quiet erosion of autonomy. We enter with clear intentions, but the environment systematically dismantles them. Our choices are heavily influenced. How free are they, really? The most vulnerable, those on tight budgets, pay the highest price, sometimes with debt and regret. The system also encourages disposability, fueling a cycle of buying and discarding with environmental consequences. The price is paid by our wallets, our self-control, and the planet. The balance of power is clear, and it's not in our favor. The cost is more than monetary. IKEA's strategies are now everywhere, in physical stores and online. E-commerce sites are the new mazes, guiding us with algorithms and endless scrolling. Customers who bought this also bought is the digital room display. The Gruen transfer happens online too, losing track of time and intent until we click Buy Now. These techniques are becoming more sophisticated and invisible, powered by data and personalization. The store of the future will be a bespoke journey, tailored to dismantle our resistance. This raises ethical questions. Where's the line between persuasion and manipulation? As technology blurs the boundary between commerce and personal space, the store will be all around us, whispering suggestions. We stand at a crossroads. Let our choices be shaped by subtle forces or become conscious consumers. The first step is awareness, understanding the map so we can choose our own path. The maze is powerful, but not inescapable. By seeing the architecture of persuasion, we reclaim some freedom. In a world designed to sell us everything, how do we hold on to what we truly value?